Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, hope you're all keeping well. Today's video, we're going to go and collect a load of maize meal. We aren't low on maize meal, we're not feeding a massive amount of it at the minute, but price of it's going up in the next couple of weeks. So, before the price takes the big jump, it's going up I think around 30 euros a tonne. For now, it'll probably get another lift a number of weeks after that. The way all commodities and farming is at the minute, they're nearly going up by the week. So, we're going to try and stockpile a bit of maize meal, get a couple of loads of it in, store it in the shed, and at least when we do start feeding it a little bit more, say after Christmas, we'll have a stockpile of it there. So that's kind of what we're going to do. So going today to pick up a load. Jerry's away at the minute, can't take the 6930, he's away. That's Jerry Senior, of course. He's away with the 6930 and the McKee low loader. So he's delivering a load of bales to a customer. So I've choice to make what tractor to take, and I think I'm going to take the 3650. Seen the hitch, working very well. Very pleased with how it's turned out. Yeah, suits the tractor very well. Great to be able to push it out and to be able to see it, to see it nice and easily down you're hooking on a trailer. Taking the 3650 with me today, so quite a decent trip for it to do. Dad's away delivering a load of hay with the 6930, so just had to take this here with me. It's about 5 or 6 kilometers an hour slower on the road than the 6.4, so yeah, not going to be that much of a difference. So yeah, nice chance to get it out, give it a bit of a run, and yeah, that's it, really. Use it. Haven't used it since we done the baling with it. It's about 3 or 4 weeks ago, so it's been kind of just laying around the yard, hasn't done that much. We'll have it inside, of course, but yeah, nice to get it out and get it used. So I'm going to put the drone up, get a wee bit of footage of driving it out the gate. Probably be dark when we're coming back, so we'll get a bit of footage now at this point. Alright, so we're making good time, just about to pull into our destination, and we'll go down here, get onto the weighbridge, get weighed, and it's just a matter then of getting loaded up and getting back on the road. Alright, so we got the meal home, we got it tipped, done and dusted. I didn't really record anymore because it was dark and there wasn't really much point, but got it tipped in the shed, and great to have a little bit more supply of maize in the shed now. We're going to pick up another load of it this week. We're going to get up over 30 tonne of it just stockpiled here in the shed, because as I say, it is going to just go up now over the next number of weeks, so it'll be great to have some of it in and at a cheaper price than what it'll be. Like, we're not, as I say, we're not using that much of it, but after Christmas our usage will go up, and to have it at a cheaper price will be great. Yeah, great to have that done. That's a couple of days ago I collected the maize meal. That same evening we had a little bit of a drama on the farm. We kind of, over the last week or so, we noticed one of our heifers that we were in for beefing was showing a little bit of a sign of springing. So we're keeping an eye on her. And she calved. Now, she's out of her own herd, so we can't be blaming anybody else for this. We're not really sure how she got in calf. Probably on dates she would have got outside, unless a bull or something has broke out with her when she was outside, and she's calved a little bit early. 9 months back brings us back into roughly around March time. She could have calved a few weeks early, so it would have been around the time she got outside. And yeah, well, she's in calf anyway, and she's had an absolutely lovely little calf. Great little fella. We had to give her a helping hand to get him out. It wasn't just all plain sailing. So yeah, bit of new life on the farm, bit earlier than what we would have liked, but all the same, still nice to have a little bit of a surprise like that. She's actually quite a nice heifer, and some of our cows are getting a little bit on the older side now, and well, we have bought some heifers this year for replacements, and we're talking about maybe replacing another 5-6 this year again coming. So we're going to maybe keep her on. We'll see how she does over the coming weeks, and how she gets on over the coming months with this calf. And if everything's going well, she'll get with the bull next year. So yeah, nice little surprise. Alright, so the other thing that we've done over the last few days, we have replaced lighting in one of our old cattle sheds. So this is actually the shed last week I was showing you the weanlings in it, or the weanlings, and we couldn't see them because the lighting was that bad. There were old fluorescent lights that were in here. Some of them weren't working, some of them had one tube working, but lighting just was very, very poor. So what we've done is we've replaced them with the LED type fluorescent light. Well, look, there's no fluorescent in them now, but it's just that same shape, and they throw out some fantastic light. You can see into where the cattle is very well, and yeah, great job. So 6 of them all together we put in here, and it's made a huge difference to the actual shed itself. There was also a stable here which used to not be really able to see that well into, and we located a new light here just over that. It wasn't small, like a small light with a bulb in it, and just changed it over for the fluorescent. So it's kind of 2/3 of it is over it, and about 1/3 of it is over the cattle shed here on this side, so, or over the slats. So it just gives an extra bit of light on that side. So great job. Not that expensive to purchase them, and something we've been meaning to do. We've been slowly upgrading a lot of the lighting in the sheds around the yard. We done the cow shed last year. The new cattle shed at the bottom has these LED lights in it, and this one here as well. So great to have a bit of extra lighting in it. We have one other cattle shed. We'll probably do it at some stage. The fluorescents that's in it at the moment are still fairly good, and it's not a big issue. So as they start to get a little bit worse over time, we'll change them out then. So yeah, the only other thing that we'll have to change at some point, there is a light. Let's see, you mightn't be able to see it that well. It's one of the old halogen lights. You can't really see it, but it's up there, and it's only really stopped working in the last, it was working last springtime, but it was kind of light that if you flick the switch on, the whole lights in the yard would die down. It was one of them ones, you know, it'd be hard and electric, and the light wasn't great out of it. So we'll swap it over for an LED at some point. We'll do that maybe over the next month or a couple of months, and just keep upgrading some of the lighting. So yeah, that's another job that was done. That's kind of it for this week's video. just a bit of a mixed bag of a few different things that was going on. Of course, we'll be back next week with some more ins and outs on what's going on. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the sub button, leave a like at the video, comment down below, and I will try to get back to you. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good weekend.